Hello, folks, and welcome to Game 2 between OG and Newbee. I'm Llama. We got Lurkadok on stats, and we've got 1437 helping us out with the casting. And a quick update on the groups. It does look like OG and Vici are confirmed to be the top two seeds of their groups. This game, and of course Vici's other game against EG, will determine who is that number one
10
seed.
seconds remaining.
Looking like,
5 seconds
to say the
remaining.
least, EG and Newbee having a hard road ahead of them, but we're gonna see whether Newbee ban out Invoker Io or Invoker Earth Spirit. Do you have a preference? 1437?
10 seconds remaining.
Be
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
all pick never
Dire team ban.
pick so this kind of
Do you
Like-
think that
10 seconds remaining.
and do you think there are picks for Newbee it's more player comfort or
5
it's
seconds
play
remaining.
style? Because I know some teams don't pick heroes just because of the Okay.
NewBee
And the Night Stalker
turn
ban
to
out.
pick.
Okay, well that's also another Newbee target. Newbee, as you just mentioned, they love aggression. Night Stalker is something they've played a bunch coming into this tournament, but Newbee get first pick, and I am unsure. I'll have to double check my stats on whether I feel like they know how to play Earth Spirit because a lot of the Chinese teams do, but I don't know how confident they are with it. Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Act.
5 seconds remaining.
Our world devourer.
Oh.
Dire team pick.
Okay. How do you feel about it being picked up first here? Because I always.
you play maybe yeah,
10 seconds remaining.
swap just
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it.
Reserve time.
really it could be just OD
It's actually pretty funny as you mentioned that I was looking over some of the, common picks and bans for Newbee, and they ban Earth Spirit and Faceless way more than any other heroes by far. Just what you were mentioning. If you don't play the sort of defensive heroes that can handle that, you have to deal with it. But then it comes out from OG, and this is a very strong hero.
dude. They can support.
I wouldn't be surprised though if they show some flexibility. That's the other thing. I do feel like OG, one of the I wouldn't say more flexible teams because actually I think Complexity also swaps roles around quite a bit too. But
10
OG
seconds
very
remaining.
flexible, and for their next pickup,
5
they can
seconds
keep it all hidden like they did kind of in the previous drafts, just picking up another support or
Reserve
what could be
time.
a support if they feel so inclined. I don't actually know. Are OG in favor of Oracle? I feel like that's another one from here that occasionally we see come out this early in the draft.
Gyrocopter!
Oof. Okay.
Newbee's turn to pick.
So it's just going to be the Gyro from OG. This is all around generally just, a lot of teams enjoy OG as a solid carry that seems to get a lot done early game. OD, as you mentioned, the Astral, going to help out some maybe in team fights against that. But I don't know, if the Gyro gets up an early BKB, it does feel like you've got
10
ways of handling
seconds
that Q, the Arcane Orb coming out of OD.
5 seconds remaining. 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 5 Reserve time.
It's here. Gyro. But it's gyro. They it's just yeah, the part.
You mentioned the gyro mid, but we have seen a couple teams try to run. Oh, okay, yep, and there's that
Newbees,
Spirit pick.
turn
We've
to
seen a couple
ban.
teams try to run the gyro mid. Obviously, you don't have the range advantage. Do you think it's just the matchup against OD is awful here, or do you have other reasons for pointing out? It's just a
Get to play and
10
Rock.
seconds remaining.
Uh,
5 seconds remaining.
that yeah. Oh,
Reserve time.
you want the
Dire team back.
gyro.
Newbies turn to ban.
So they go with the bat ban out. Obviously, we saw how Moon was very effective on that hero, and then OD banning out Zeus. This is another staple for Newbee. We've actually seen Juan play already in this tournament a couple of those support Zeus
10
games
seconds
where
remaining.
they use the ult very effectively for scouting. I'm just wondering
5 seconds
how
remaining.
effective Newbee's Earth Spirit will be, right? That seems to be the big factor when you pick it up.
Reserved
It has to get work done. No worries. The Earth Spirit, I feel here, it has to get a lot of work done. Otherwise, it's a bit of a whiff on the pick. And
But same Earth. What?
Dire team
Hero
back.
who will get you then Spirit at
Mhm.
one of the things that I think was
10,
Newbies turn to pick.
Rock chat that here yeah sure
10
Yep,
seconds
that up.
remaining.
percent
5
I
seconds
like,
remaining.
I like how you have great prejudice towards the gyro mid. You're like, look, it's doable. It sucks. I don't want to see it.
Reserve
But
time.
I don't
even if Chen, so that depends on whether EG drops another game to Vici. So I didn't get to see the EG Vici game. Obviously, we were costing this one. I don't know if OG's manager is like, hey, EG looked really good or really bad, and maybe they should try out new strats here, because as you said, I think if you think that Vici will
Dire
take it
team
2-0, you try something out. And Newbie Docs here, this is like both sides, I would actually say, have really strong team fight.
Newbies
And
turn to pick.
Nyx, this is
That's cat pick thumbs up like OG one
Mhm.
that's what it is and big time fixes zero you can have it.
Yeah, I think
Nyx is such a good
10 seconds remaining.
it's probably off lane, I'm guessing, right? I've seen this be
5
something Moon
seconds
runs
remaining.
before.
and Nyx
Mm-hmm. Except
Reserve time.
Nyx against the dogs here, obviously the Ion Shell there can be pretty dang nice to have up.
10 seconds remaining.
Disruptor.
Dire team
Next-
ban.
well, I've seen it before. It's very lane during
Mm-hmm.
like I said to the stage that pretty much
10 seconds remaining.
but
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
after the
Newbies, turn to ban.
Mhm.
yeah. Deal them. I'm very like
10 seconds remaining.
you need a couple, so you their ultimate
5 seconds remaining.
ultimate. I mean,
Dire team pick.
Nixon burn that shit out. Look, NewBee. I really.
Additionally, I feel that. How do you feel about the disruptor pick? Just from, I mean, I obviously understand there's the vacuum static storm combo, which can be really great.
10
But beyond that,
seconds
do you think it was
remaining.
also a bit of a block pick because they were worried about Doxia having a rough lane if the
5
disruptor was picked
seconds
against them?
remaining.
Yeah,
Templar assassin.
yeah,
And
Newbies, turn to pick.
yeah. How does she generally lane against OD? Obviously, refractions mean you don't have to.
There's like
Oh.
this, but absolutely, it's hard for to get right, but you don't get to
10 seconds remaining.
no, yeah,
Mhm.
5 seconds remaining.
she's picturing what do you
Reserve time.
what oh custom and
Yeah, I've seen Newbie try to pick this up before, and it's gonna be Moo on Lycan. Yeah.
like
Also, if they can, they'll of course do the put the ion shell on the wolves play, and that's just extra harass. You already mentioned there's some nice synergy here with the dogs here. I think obviously, right? You can.
mid off try and help him Gora the no. To play.
Yeah, I also it's Miracle on the Templar Assassin. This guy's really good. I mean, they just gave him a snowball hero, and that's what Miracle seems to.
Prepare for
Well,
battle.
he excels on a lot of things, but he's very good with stuff like the Invoker or the Templar Assassin, which relies on winning that mid matchup and snowballing.
Yeah.
So, just a little surprised that Newbie let that one through. But we're gonna get into it. Do we have any interesting pickups here? Well, crit doesn't start with an early smoke. Do you think that's something that Chens really should always go for? Oh.
Like
Yeah, we have seen. You were saying?
my audience and then
30 seconds
them
to battle.
needed like you are support early game with Regia or something as they're gonna go out and have the name this so that you can high enough level to get body and mid. One of the things
The battle
always
begins.
like it
I was meant to
Yeah.
have this.
it's the where it doesn't take just all
They actually did end up swapping Moo and Hal back, which is it's also a standard, but Hal's Lycan is pretty dang well known, right? This is a Hal classic, so he's very comfortable on this hero and getting work done.
That's interesting. I don't maybe they were trying to do a point. I'll see.
Oh, we hear a roll in onto the Templar Assassin. I'm not sure if it's going to result in too much other than some harassment here, but always good to help out your mid laner a bit.
Well then but yeah, it was crap. But flash go smack they're really lane, like soon the all the food, and then
Did he? He got the shock. He got the Hadoken.
yeah.
Okay.
NewB is gonna have.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. So, oh, okay, there's gonna be another roll-in, doesn't manage to quite hit. I feel like Canada actually already skilled up by No Tail, so no Rocket Barrage here, but the Satyr doing so much more for No Tail. They do manage to get the last hit on him. The return kill, the Satyr might be able to get Lei. Chuan is also low. Lei goes down, and they made the Satyr might go around and kill Chuan. Okay, no, Satyr's just gonna kill Hao, maybe? Fly does have a magic missile, or the Hao. Oh. He didn't heal all the way back up. Okay, this is just Satyr gaming, right? Okay, they actually do roll in onto Fly here. Oh, Rocket Barrage is up, and now Lei is probably gonna fall. Chuan looking dangerously low as well. Fly and the salve in between Rocket Barrage onto Hal. He'll go down. Chuan does make it out alive though. That's something.
Guys. Okay. And that happened because he had so you cannot revenge to.
And you mentioned that when I asked you about the Chen getting the smoke, it's because it's something we've seen in a lot of other games. Another roll in onto mid, just shy of Miracle. Is there gonna be an Astral just for her? No, okay, so... But you're showing us exactly why it's good that the Chen bought out there, because now the Venge is tanky and had so much regen and Satyrs win games.
Yep, and now like in switch... or something. Already, he's foreign. In top. Okay. Back to basic. Oh my god, if Boon...
Radiant's
Yeah, he's not
bottom
gonna
tower is under attack.
Didn't he TP up there?
I don't know, I think...
Oh.
Radiant structures are
Yeah,
fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And...
Gone.
This is not easy, as you're pointing out, right? This lane, not ideal. And also, the Earth Spirit has been poking around mid. You know, Miracle's fine with it. He's like, I've got refractions, come at me. And they take bottom tower just then. Like, what? That was a sub 4 minute? Bottom tower is so important for the Radiant. Okay, OG off to a good start, I'd say.
An article of faith.
So obviously for a newbie, you've had not the start you'd want for your carry. You got a disaster in the bottom lane, to be honest, because you've lost a lot of map control. How do you salvage this?
What? You need... Yeah, no, like... It's... This was a mistake. Oh my god. It's around here. Tower doesn't really fuck.
Okay, yeah.
I till the soil of your flesh.
And God.
Yeah.
I see.
Nice.
Go in and just kind of well.
And taking quite a bit of damage. He's running up, Miracle chasing. Deciding I guess they're not gonna... No, he just walks around to try and let Fly get in. They don't have anybody coming down from the north, and Moon Eats is very fire, wanting to make sure he's fine. So that'll be the end of that. This is... Yeah, this game is already... I mean, yes, they got the kill on Moon on the top lane, but we can see from the net worth that it is pretty dang in favor of OG right now. And if you're Hao, I'm not sure. He can try to jungle maybe? Oh, what's going on in bottom? Rocket Barrage coming out onto Tule. Will they be able to find some more? OD's coming in though as well. A lot of heroes are half health. The Rock Holders roll in, doesn't manage to hit, and now reinforcements are here. Crit and Fly, the stun comes out, the Rocket Barrage going in onto Moo. They will lose the Gyrocopter. Can they find more? Looking like they'll just back up.
I had to bring 4 heroes there.
A gift from the goddess.
Maybe they one levels. It's just a level 5. It will be example.
Yeah, and I think even while this is happening, right, Chen has been stacking this camp for the Templar, the Ancients for the Templar Assassin. She can take that.
Then,
Oh, there is gonna be a glimpse
Give
back on him. Can he find a way out? He's going down. That's good. Chuan, you know, he's murdered a few people.
he's fine. If this level, he can actually do a lot more too. Honestly, all of New, like his whole lineup is all based off levels. Very good. Then getting through kills and it's the right move. But right now, Moon is just being like a gold back. The XP actually, sorry.
What a
Yep,
guy.
two
Trying to
big
make it
kills.
even, you know? He's trying to give us an even game.
Top.
Okay.
Miracle.
Oh no.
Oh.
And this is it.
Truth is all around.
The Templar Assassin, 1, it's Miracle, 2, it's Templar Assassin. Even if they have Moon feeding them, okay. With the cooldown as well, now the Rocket Barrage again, he is surrounded, the Boulder comes through, he is stunned up,
Holy
silence,
silence.
no right
Oh,
Rocket
no.
Barrage.
Much more XP again. They're right there.
Think, the OG's just trying to make sure it's more of an even game, although we do see the first Vendetta coming out.
Oh, he did spend that,
Oh.
but yeah, he's gonna be free.
Radiant's top
Attack
tower
him.
is under attack.
Okay. No matter what.
Yeah, and I think maybe he was worried the creep would take it if he didn't stun.
A lot
Reason.
for that.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower is under
Moon.
attack.
It's looking not so great for him though. A lot of gold, isn't able to get up the spiked carapace due to the stun. Finally gets it off here. He's still very low in the astral imprisonment,
But
plus
they're
1
gonna
auto.
take a lot of
Radiant
damage.
structures are
Oh, he does get an impale. That's something.
So one of them gonna die.
Yeah.
New really high spells they used to top push off. They have no mana, that's the issue. Just don't have any mana.
Oh, the stun comes out onto Moon. Now there's a cooldown. Astral imprisonment means he dodges one of them and the second one as well. Now they don't have that big ult, but again, the Chen creep's doing so much work. All these units coming in and they're body blocking. Oh,
Alright.
Miracle. He wants to go in for the auto attacks. He's gonna meld strike down the OD. They are caught in a kinetic field. Juan only level 5, and as you talked about, no Monifus. Oh goodness, the Rocket Barrage, and then also the Side Blades. And Hal coming in, but he is taking too much damage. Oath Spirit should force them to leave. There's so many Chen creeps if he rolls in. Okay, that looks to be it, and OG get the gold advantage off of that one.
Alright, this
Dire's
super
top
tanky.
tower is under attack.
This is like Fly is having a field day here, and I feel that even though Crit has been roaming a lot, he's obviously been stacking, sacrificing a bit of his farm to do that. He's doing fantastically too. Yeah.
Or
Chen.
We're winning here. Okay.
Yeah, Chen apparently a good hero, I think is what the summary of that one is. But
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was actually a little surprised. I mean, I don't know if it's just because it... I do know. I wasn't a bit surprised it wasn't banned in the 3rd or 4th round. Oh. Okay,
Oh, he
Moon.
No, Moon! Moon just can't seem to hit all.
Oh, you don't need to hit Hal though when you got Swap and a magic missile coming out.
Nice got earned
Yeah.
charges. He's so happy. They're going to do Roshan 10 minutes in. They're
Oh.
Gucci. They're so happy right now. Like, this is the dream.
Yo, with Meld Strike, with, you know, already half a Daedalus created for this Templar Assassin at 10 minutes in, she has Meld Strike and then the Hal, like... Yep, this is a good rush time. I don't know what exactly to say, I guess. It's obviously, we can see 7.5k gold lead already up for OG, over 5,000 experience. Even though Newbee have taken a couple of good kills here that you've talked about, catching out Moon, catching out No Tail, doesn't feel like it's enough.
For sure, this gold lead is like absolutely insane for 10 minutes. I don't know how many games have there been like this.
They get the roll, but immediately wait,
Yes,
Magnetize is
no,
out, and he went backwards though, under the static storm. He pops his stick, as you said, the hand of God, negating a lot of that damage. Moo getting very low, goes down, and now Miracle is just standing there and fighting, not to mention he is the Aegis, by the way. He doesn't have to worry about this too much. Rocket Barrage onto the Rockman, he falls, and now Moon, thinking about going in, manages to land that Impale and chew on, falling. Miracle, I think, very, very close to finishing his Deso.
Indeed he is.
Oh, and Moon so confident. Midas pickup.
Stat on it. Having getting gold at 11 minutes.
I believe 1,000 gold a minute is the 100% win rate, or only 1% of teams come back from that. It is very good.
Like, how many times have people been in this thing? This is absolutely insane. Oh, he's a dumb range, though.
Now that's something to mention, though. We've talked about it already. Oh, also the top 5 heroes and the top net worth are all from the Dire team. Obviously the team fight here is good, but you talked about it in the drop. Where are they getting damage from on Newbee right now?
It's just all about ion shots right now. You need double ion shot on the wolves, and then that like all their damage output is very slow. Oh, that I think it's a big problem for Newbee. They can't just instantly burst their arrow down.
Now, Moon is poking around here. He's looking for a pickoff. He should oh, he's going to get caught out by this sentry. He goes in for Chuan. Immediately, Static Storm dropped on his head. He will be a big kill for them because of the gold lead. And they managed to catch him. They did use a big ult cooldown there, though.
Yeah, they sort of had to do that because him died just there.
Yeah, and
they didn't try to ultimate himself. That's all. They're gonna take another to
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean,
Radiant structures are fortified.
Newbee can trade top. They'll be very happy because the Deso's still coming on the courier. So maybe they can get this top tower in exchange. Although,
yeah, it's like I just wanted TP at this, so I'm not sure how OG is thinking. Actually, no, just second tower. This is forget it. It's just one tier one. Fuck that. Go high gun. Damn it.
Is under attack.
They do
there's
have
no way
2 minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And this
attack.
just feels like Newbee, they played so well last game, OD don't giving them any
Dire's
space.
top tower has fallen.
Okay, Miracle is just gonna stand and fight with Moo. Moo has, he does have the Aegis. Moo has stolen 20 int though, and you know, with an Aegis target, there's gonna be a roll in on No-Tail as well. Magnetize thrown out. Now, Hal coming in. No-Tail's in a really bad spot. He's gonna get glimpsed back. Swapped finally from Fly, and yeah, the flat cannon gets the OD, and now Hal burned down as well by the Chen. Lee going to fall. There is a buyback on the OD, but this might just be a 14-minute GG.
The hand of God makes all the creep to 4 HP, and now you're like, okay, I have to fight.
Too late.
Everything
Picked off. Yeah, I think it's just it. And it is. Okay, after such a back and forth, even game 1, we have a 14-minute GG. I don't know if you have strong thoughts on this one, 1437.
I think they just got the outpicked. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Not really much to see on this game. I think OG just late, and we just even have the heroes that they want to play.
So once again, thank you so much for joining me, folks. I'm Alma Down Under. We've been joined by we have Loka Dope on stats, and then